I'm going to show you a simple way to transform your career using the knowledge you already have. You're going to change the way you communicate to increase your impact so that people see how your ideas are relevant to them, buy into your plan, and want to listen and learn from you. Let's get started. What's the point in being right if people don't understand you? If they don't follow your argument or see how it's relevant to their goals, they won't buy into your plan. As you get more experienced and more senior, you spend less time doing the work and more time explaining the work to people who don't share your expertise. While technical skills still matter, you need effective communication to make progress, which means you're leaving money on the table. You know your stuff, but you don't get results because you're not communicating it well. So what can we do about this? In a minute, I'm going to show you a 4-step process that you can use today to improve your communication at work. First, let's talk about your goal. Imagine the way you'd like to communicate. Confident, clear, powerful, charming and funny. Someone who people love to listen to and learn from. But the reality is different. We freeze. We can't find the words. We speak too fast. We doubt ourselves and we feel nervous. We find it difficult to read the room. The message doesn't land and people glaze over, which means we don't do our ideas justice. But here's the problem. When this happens, we tend to double down on what we know. We try harder to increase our authority. We try to reinforce our position. Can we make them understand? But this rarely works. Why is this so hard? Look around the room. How much do you know about the people you need to reach? How do they see the world? What matters to them? Often we don't know. It's like their faces are blurred out. What if there was a way to see exactly what your audience wants? What if you could transform that blur into a high-resolution photo that shows you where that person is coming from and what they need from you? What if the secret to effective communication isn't doubling down on what you know, but instead learning more about the people you need to connect with? What if you could get better at listening, at saying yes, at going with the flow? And what if you could have fun doing it? Most professionals have never worked on communication skills. People expect you to figure it out. But this doesn't work. The approach that helped you build technical skills will not work for communication because your focus is in the wrong place. I'm Jonathan Kahn. I show people how to make their communication more effective. I've worked with everyone from engineers to surgeons to UN peacekeepers. People come to me when they've got a new job, when they've received feedback about their communication, when they notice that their career progress has stalled, or when they've been putting it off for a long time. Now, everyone can improve their delivery, the way they give that speech, the way they stand, the things they say. But that isn't where most people are blocked. If you ask someone who wants to improve their communication how their audience sees the world, most people can't answer. Once you realize this, it's freeing. It's not that you aren't a natural communicator. Nobody was born with effective communication skills. It's that you haven't figured out what your audience needs yet. You're focusing on the wrong thing, yourself and your ideas, instead of the people in front of you. My job is to redirect your attention and get you to practice ways to connect, to understand what people expect from you and how your ideas can meet their needs. The main options are training and coaching. Training happens in a small group and you'll cover the full range of skills you need to communicate effectively. Coaching is one-to-one, it's bespoke, and it focuses on your goals. You can either pick one, training or coaching, or do them both. But before we get to that, here are 4 simple things you can do right now to move your focus to where it matters, to improve your communication today. Step 1, find out what matters to your audience. This is about getting inside the head of the people you need to reach. What do they care about? How do they see the world? And how does the thing you do relate to their needs? So you can do this at your desk by reading things they've written, look at presentations they've given, look at reports, look at emails. Or you can take them out to coffee and say, hey, what are you looking for? What's important to you? Help me understand your role and what you need to achieve to be successful. Number 2, figure out what they want from you in that meeting. Wherever you need to communicate, if it's a meeting, if it's a one-to-one, if it's a presentation to the board, figure out what the other people in that room want from you. What are they expecting? What do they need? Find questions that your audience would like an answer to, and then provide the answers, or get them to ask you questions in that meeting using Q&A. The trick is to think like the audience. What do they want out of your work? And how can you give them just that? No more, no less. Number 3, show confidence and project authority. Now, nerves make us play small. This is bad news for the audience because it freaks them out. They don't want to see you playing small and mumbling and doing things that lower your status. It puts them off. It makes them focus on you and your needs instead of themselves, which is where they prefer to put their attention. So the solution is stop focusing inwards. Try not to think too much about yourself and how you're coming across. Think about how you're giving them something valuable, something interesting, something useful. Help your audience by making them feel comfortable. And to do that, just make yourself bigger. Play big, open up, act as if you believe what you're saying, even if you don't. And then get them talking. Ask them questions, get a show of hands. As soon as you see them talking back to you and responding to what you're doing, you will naturally calm down, and then you'll play bigger and appear more confident. Number 4, learn to improvise. This is about thinking on your feet, saying yes, speaking off the cuff, and listening. Say yes to people's ideas and then build on them. Accept what the person said and then add to it. When you need to speak without preparation, follow your obvious. Don't try and demonstrate your expertise. Don't show off. Just say an obvious thing that relates to their question. Tell them something simple that will move the conversation forward. Try listening and then reflecting back. Say, it sounds like you blank because blank. Did I get that right? Those are my 4 steps that you can use to improve your communication right now. Give that a go and let me know how you get on. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you'd like to take it further with some training or coaching, check out the links in the description. If you enjoyed that video, hit subscribe. I'm Jonathan Kahn, communication coach, and I'll see you next time.